Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
That's caught. It's Sawyer. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Buckeyes want to move quickly. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He wants it all. Touchdown, Ohio State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, with great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, #1 versus #2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy.
Turning it on! That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll give it to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Buckeyes in the hurry up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Sawyer. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Wants to throw on third down. Quick strike complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
He's looking deep. He's got it down the right side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Got room to work. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a... There he goes. Defense has it, they're on the move. He's at the 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Gives it on the option. Gets it past the marker. Touchdown, Wolverines! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And he tacks on the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse, but move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. and I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Michigan! Stealing a score on special teams. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the first half. To the air on first down. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. The screen, and watch out. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Sawyer. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Wants to throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. Fires on the move. Pulls it in. It's Sawyer. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position, Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. After the misfire, it's second down. He'll do it himself. Finds a little space. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. The give to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Sets up the screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. A little release to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Now the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the option. Now the toss. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They're facing a 3rd down. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Looking downfield on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Splits the uprights. Good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Under fire. Fires it down the seam. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Slings it downfield. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He'll set up to throw. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense...
Oh, he's got some space. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Back to pass on second down. Looking left. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And at this point of the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, he can go. Sweet cut there. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Breaks into the open. He's at the touchdown, Ohio State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dave, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pryor. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry-up. Snap from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. It's a reverse. Find some fresh air. Fighting off the defender. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
This offense can break off explosive plays, throwing it and running it and doing it in a variety of ways, and I like how they get their receivers involved. Nice job there on that jet sweep getting the first.
Here's the handoff. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll go to work in the air on down. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, you know, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the second half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you know you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Floating away. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Now on 2nd down.
Ready, set. Let's go.
Looking to fire. Throwing right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man. Still running up the 40. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot, to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play.
Set, ready.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Turning it on! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
That's caught. It's Avila. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Going over the top. He caught it. Touchdown, Ohio State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
They'll immediately call timeout. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Slippery Road 14, University of New Haven 7.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here comes the Michigan offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
He's in open space downfield. There he goes. He's at the touchdown, Michigan. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, he just makes it look so fun to play quarterback. Like, he's playing his own little game. He just scrambles around, takes off. Nobody can catch him all the way to the house for 6.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with some swag and some speed with a 73-yarder for the score.
Number 13, set to kick it off.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Moving out of the pocket. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines! What a great play. What a huge moment for this defense. They'll go for two here and try to climb within a field goal late. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the fourth.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that two-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you'll love the gutsy call by the offense there.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Scrambling away. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's a safety, and they take the lead. You don't see that very often. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's a one-possession game in the fourth. They go to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll leave it with him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Finds him out of the backfield. At the 45 on his way. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
22
Power football with the run. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. They'll try to get it in with the run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. And he'll try to boot them into the lead in the final minute. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. On the ground. He's stopped right there, short of the 1st down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this field goal might not put the game in the freezer, but it would ice it down pretty good. And this one is perfect. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking downfield, it's Riley. Here's a heat. Stands in and takes the hit. Can't make the connection in. Lead pass and 1 second remains.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff on the very first play of the next drive. Let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
They cross out all of the M's on campus. They call them the school up north. But this year, Ohio State will have to call Michigan the victors in the game as they plant their flag in this rivalry for another year. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.